right. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
We're down here at Youngstown Studio. They were gracious enough to let us borrow the studio for about 15 minutes here. I am here with my friends, Mark Mackay, who's on tour, and Kristen Brown. Everyone knows Kristen Brown from
The Voice.
The Voice.
We just figured that speech out this morning in the parking lot. It's season 24 of NBC's The Voice.
Yes, it's a mouthful, but I feel like you have to add it.
You have to. And so let's talk about why you're in town.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're in town because Kristen and I had this great idea that it would be warm and sunny here in Youngstown, Ohio, and we'd go on a tropical vacation.
We were wrong.
We were
So wrong.
we're in the middle of the most insane Christmas tour ever. 13 shows across the country. Kristen's on some of them. We were in Montana yesterday. We're in Atlanta the day after, I think. But we're here, and it's amazing. I saw the Youngstown Playhouse. We went and did a little media piece there this morning, and we both just thought it was the coziest, coolest little theater. So we're just psyched to be here playing Christmas music for the people.
Oh, yeah. It's like we finally get like a real white Christmas being from California.
That's right. You're both from California,
Totally.
actually.
Yeah.
What's cool, your show tomorrow is Saturday, December 13th, in case that people watch this after the weekend. But it is Youngstown Playhouse, 7 o'clock show. You can get tickets on Ticket Leap. So your Christmas run, how many shows are you doing right now for your Christmas tour?
The whole tour is, I can't remember if it's 13 or 14 shows. I think it was 13 and then we added one, but that's about what it is. And I've been on this kind of media blitz we've been doing about it. I've been joking that it's the gift that keeps on giving, and be careful what you wish for. It's like we booked 2 shows one year, then we booked 5 shows one year, and then we booked 10 shows this year. And then all of a sudden a few more kept coming in. It's blown my mind how fast it's grown, and we're just happy to be here.
Yeah. What's so far on your tour, what's been your favorite city on this Christmas tour?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
besides Youngstown, of course.
I was gonna say.
Well, no, I was actually about to go there, and I'm sure Kristen will chime in on this too. But we just did a show over at the Turning Point organization, and you would know that city better than I do. Is that Youngstown?
That's Poland. Yeah,
Poland.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yep.
Okay. So to answer your question, when you said that, I was thinking about how beautiful Montana was the other day when we were there, and it was a super cool venue, and it was a great show. But then I was blown away by today's show, and playing today. And I've told Chris that she's sick of me saying this, but
no, because it's so true.
Today it was like we were in there playing for all these special needs adults that are in this room watching us, and I was up there and I was singing something, and I was getting ready to figure out how to introduce Kristen, but I was just kind of playing, and I thought to myself, like, this is the best show of the tour. This is like what music's all about. At the end of the day, nothing matters other than music sort of like making people happy and bringing people together, And so anyway, I was sitting there and I was like, I kind of looked down and I was playing. I was like, this is really great, And then I looked up, and all of a sudden, all these people had made these signs that said, we love you, Mark and Kristen and stuff. And I could barely talk. I was like, I think I missed the next verse, Yeah. I mean, I thought it was absolutely unbelievable. I'm sure you thought the same thing.
I mean, it was just so much fun. There were signs that said, we're ready to rock in the back. Everyone was there to have a good time. And that's one thing that I feel like we talked about it a little bit this morning with Christmas shows, especially. It's the main time of year where a whole family can go to a concert, and it's for everyone. It's not, their kid dragging their parents to some show or vice versa. Like, it's one that everybody wants to go to. Everybody knows the words, and it was really, really beautiful.
Yeah, I was at that show, and it's funny because on Kristen and I had to take Kristen somewhere real quick, and we had to pick up some equipment. I brought her back. We just had that conversation in the car about, there was a famous music artist that gave advice, and he said, one thing I regretted was when I was on tour back in his heyday, he didn't get a chance to, he never stopped and just took a breath, and when he was on stage, and just took it in. And he said he wished he could go back. And it's funny that Mark, you experienced that. And all those special needs adults, there's probably 100 or more there. They were so focused on the music, and watching you guys. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really adorable. Actually, like everybody always loves Kristen. That's like one of the best parts of touring with her. It's like everybody just falls in love with Kristen, and rightly so. But we were playing today, and it was like there was a girl that was kind of, I don't know, about 2:00 of where you were standing, and I was watching her. She was just glued. And then when Kristen came up and started singing and made herself a little more accessible to that crowd, this girl was just like, I love you. I love your voice. And she just never took her eyes off. So at the end of the show, we were playing the song, and Kristen was singing backgrounds on the side of the stage, and I pulled my last guitar pick and I said, go give this to that girl that's watching.
Oh, she was so sweet. Shout out to Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. Love you.
Oh, Caitlin. Yeah. Yeah. I love Caitlin. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's, and it really reminds you of why you're doing what you're doing when you're in a situation like that. But have you ever gotten that many like cheers like that? Like, isn't it funny?
It was epic.
When you introduced Jeff and he did a solo, the whole place.
Oh, it's totally erupted.
Well,
yeah.
nothing but
Kristen
love.
came out.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
it was so
amazing.
cool. It was so cool.
Yeah.
And then what's on? So you just moved down to Nashville. I know you probably said that in every interview you've had in the last 4 months, but we were just talking about you becoming a resident of Nashville.
Yeah.
So a question for you, and I like a lot of the songs that you've sung. Are there any songs that have changed now that you've grown into another? You know, you've grown into a different artist now. Do you sing any of those songs differently? Have any of those songs changed for you?
You know, I think that a lot of the songs and how I performed them over the years changed as I got older, and it became more of this is all I want to do. And so now you're singing with all of you in every single song, which is different than when you're 15 and you're like, I'm just going to sing a song because this is what I like to do.
Yeah.
It goes from what I like to do to what I have to do. And that's the really big difference. And it's been really fun getting to be a little bit more personal when writing songs in Nashville and getting to write more and more with other writers. Strictly wrote in my car while I was driving most times. So
That's awesome,
it's
though.
great to finally
Those
be
are the best
in.
stories, though.
They are. It's so much fun. And I enjoy that. It's kind of how no podcast, no music, just kind of do that. But yeah, it's something that I'm really loving the town so far. And now I'm in the same town as Mark, so it's great.
How often do you guys usually get together on a tour?
Not often enough, but
No.
I have to interject here and tell you about how long we've known each other and how this works. So if I could rewind to like the first radio station that ever supported us was in Sacramento, California. And it was The Wolf.
Yeah.
And it's funny because and I say this totally in humor, but so we got offered this show, and it's like some county fair or something, you know.
Yeah.
And I thought we were opening for I can't remember who it was. It was Granger Smith or somebody. It was like a headliner or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was Granger Smith.
So I didn't realize it was like a bill with lots of things. And we're like totally new at this at the time, right? So they're like, "Do you want to open for Granger Smith?" Which is ultimately what they said to every person that was on the bill that day.
Correct.
Right. So, right.
Yeah.
Well, what was so funny was, so I get there and I'm like, oh, there's like a bunch of bands. Like we didn't even know time, you know? And so they start telling me, and I was like, okay, cool. So where do we fit in? And they're like, well, you're going to play. There's like somebody acoustic, and then it's you. And then after you is the hottest band ever happening. You know?
I've never heard this.
Yeah. And they're called Auburn Road. And so I opened for Auburn Road. Well, Kristen was in that band. So it was funny because, and I'm not trying to like open up a whole can of worms, but it was funny. It was, you know, Kristen was a very standout singer. Anyone who ever sees Kristen sing knows that she's a star and knows that she has like the technical training and blah, blah, blah. I'm being serious,
Oh,
you know,
thank you.
but it was funny. Like, of course, eventually that disbanded, and that, you know, that's life. But one day we were playing a show at the Folsom Hotel, and they were pitching the openers to us. And they said, "What do you think about Kristen Brown?" And I go, "Oh my gosh," like done, you know? And we've been buds the whole time.
Yeah, it was like, and then it was, because I mean, being on the road, you very rarely get to see your friends that often. And so when you can make any opportunity where you're on the road, an opportunity to see your friends, you have to.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's so crazy. I feel like, especially over the past couple years, been able to, you know, just reconnect, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, we've had fun. We played a bunch of shows over the last couple of years, which is good. We played one down here in the summer.
Yeah.
With Runaway Gewn at Rogers at the flea market there.
Yeah.
They have a new stage that was cool. And and we did something
You
else
did
last year.
New Waterford.
We did
Music
New Waterford,
Festival.
yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
And I think you did Amped, the Amp Fest
Oh yeah.
there, which is Kelly Pavlik was part of that.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
You're
yeah.
going to see Kelly Pavlik tomorrow, which
Fun.
little segue here.
So crazy.
Your filmmaker,
Yep.
videographer,
Yeah.
photographer,
Boxing champion.
Iris, who is here.
Yeah.
Can you come here and say, Iris?
Yes.
Come on in. Pop in.
Pop and say
So-
hello. She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wait, there we go.
Come on.
There's Iris.
Iris.
Yay!
Aw.
So Iris is going to do some. She boxes. and
Yep.
She's going to do a little bit of training with Kelly.
Yeah.
He's gracious enough to let us in the gym tomorrow.
Yeah.
But she's been on the road documenting everything that you've been doing the last couple months. And
Yeah.
It's been fantastic. So on your social media, where can everybody find you?
So my Instagram is at Mark Mackay. Facebook's at Mark Mackay Official. YouTube's at Mark Mackay Official. And TikTok's at Mark Mackay Official.
Awesome.
Kept it
Kristen?
consistent.
Yeah.
Kristen Brown music on everything, but my website is Kristen Brown Official.
Nice. And last question.
Yeah.
What song have you written that if somebody that does not know you, has not listened to your music, doesn't know anything about you, could listen to and understand everything they need to know about you as an artist?
It's called She's the One. And it's funny because it's the one song that musically it feels like me, but it organically just got legs. That's the way I can always tell it, right? It's like we can force stuff out there and promote things as heavy as we want, but it's the ones that the listeners take and run with.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we've got a bunch of stuff to do today. Thanks so much. And
Thank
you,
you.
Youngstown Studio. And tomorrow night, 7:00, Youngstown Playhouse.
Can't wait. Thanks, Scott.
Alrighty.
Thank you for listening to this show on Youngstown Studio. This is original Youngstown content. Feel free to share our videos and tell your friends about us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow